everyone, Charles Watts here, the Arsenal correspondent at Goal, joining you a few minutes after Arsenal just booked their spot in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup, winning at Anfield for the first time since 2012. It wasn't the prettiest of games and it took to penalties to do it, but it's a victory at Anfield nonetheless, and it's been 8 years since Arsenal can say that in any competition, so they'll certainly be happy, and you saw in the celebrations on the pitch after the penalty shootout that they were happy. It wasn't a full-strength Liverpool side by any means, but it wasn't a full-strength Arsenal side either. And, very rarely do teams go up to Anfield in any competition and win these days. So Arsenal can certainly enjoy themselves now on the way home this evening and think it's a job well done. I'll get to my player ratings in a little bit, just a little bit of a run-through of the match. First of all, not going to take too long because it wasn't exactly the most entertaining of matches, and I'm sure you saw. I thought for Arsenal, first half were probably the better team, even though Liverpool had more opportunities on goal. I thought Arsenal looked pretty solid in the first half, looked pretty dangerous when they did get a breakaway as well. And Nketiah had one good chance after a really good break. Lovely ball by Xhaka to play in Pepe. Pepe found Willett found Nketiah, but Nketiah took a touch that he probably should have shot first time. And when he did that, the chance went. Adrian came out and smothered it pretty well, and that was Arsenal's best opportunity in the first half. I did, like I said, feel like they were just about the better side though in the first 45 minutes, but Liverpool had a great chance right on half-time to take the lead. Really good save from Leno, pushing a Jota header out wide, and then Minamino with the rebound should have scored, but he hit the bar. It was a big let-off for Arsenal, really. Second half, I thought Liverpool dominated the first half hour of it. Leno had to make a couple of really good saves. One great save from Van Dijk, really sort of point blank save, reacted really well to get down to his right. And it was just a good night for Leno. He made a couple of other really good saves in the second half as well when Liverpool were pressing. Looked like they might find a way through, but whatever they threw at him, Leno kept it out. And Arsenal came into it last sort of 50 minutes of the second half, had a good shout for a penalty turned down right in injury time, and Milner went down, handled the ball in the box. Definitely handled it. Referee didn't give the penalty though. Arsenal weren't happy, and when you look at the replays, it probably was just about a penalty. But it didn't matter because it went to penalties anyway, and Arsenal came out on top. Again, Leno, he had those really good saves in the second half, so he would have gone into it confident, and he made two good saves in the shootout, saving from Origi first and then Wilson, I think it was. And that left Joe Willett with the opportunity to score and win it, and he did just. Adrian got a big touch on it, but just about trickled over the line. El Neni had been the player to miss earlier on in the shootout for Arsenal. Other than that, some good penalties from Pepe, Lacazette, Ainsley Maitland-Niles again, Cedric Suarez as well scored. So all in all, good night's work for Arsenal. Look, they came to Anfield and they won, and like I said, not many teams do that. They've come to Anfield, they've won, and they can go back down to London pretty happy with their night's work. We'll be joining Mikel Arteta's press conference. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm not at Anfield tonight. Our Liverpool correspondent's up there. Obviously, he's Merseyside based, and the organisation's only allowed one in during the COVID era, so he's there tonight. I'm watching and covering from home. But I will be part of the press conference. I'm just waiting. I'm looking at my computer now. You can probably see me looking down. I'm looking to wait to see if Mikel Arteta turns up. If he does, I'm going to have to cut this video short. But I'll go through my player ratings, hopefully before Mikel turns up. But Leno, I'm going to give him a 10 because he did everything he had to do in the game. He's made brilliant saves to keep Arsenal in it, and then he was the hero in the shootout. So what else can you give him? Got to give him a 10. Gabriel thought was fantastic. Thought he was Arsenal's best outfield player. Played really, really well. I'm going to give Gabriel an 8. Looks so composed. Really makes you wonder why he didn't play in the league game at the weekend. Rob Holding did all right. I thought a couple of nervy moments, you would say. But I thought he did all right, Rob Holding. I'm going to give Rob a 7. Suarez, I'm going to give a 7 as well. I thought he stuck to his game pretty well. Didn't offer too much going forward, but he stuck to his game well. I'm going to give him a 7. Siad, Kolasinac got quite a bit of stick on social media, I thought, but he's a bit of a whipping boy, I think, at the moment. I don't think it was too bad. I thought he kept going as well. I'm going to give Siad a 6. In midfield, Xhaka got a yellow card as usual. Well, not as usual, it's a bit harsh. Bit of a cliche that, but he did get a yellow card. I thought he played all right, though. I thought Liverpool began to dominate the midfield in the second half, but I thought Xhaka moved the ball well. It was a lovely pass to Pepe for the breakaway, which led to Nketiah's chance in the first half. So I'm going to give Xhaka a 6. I'll give Ceballos a 6 as well. Didn't really do anything groundbreaking, didn't really put a foot wrong though either, so I'll give him an average 6. He got replaced in the second half, Ceballos. Saka I thought was really, really bright in the first half. I thought everything was going down, linking up between Saka and Pepe on the left-hand side. It's faded away a little bit, ended up going off with cramp. But I still thought he had a decent enough night, so I'll give Saka a 7. I thought Pepe played well. He moved over to the left-hand side for this one, which I haven't really seen too much before. And I thought he was bright in the first half. I thought it was always a danger when he did get on the ball. He wasn't on the ball all the time, as you'd expect, but I thought when he was on the ball, he was bright. He looked to move the ball forward, took a lovely penalty in the shootout as well. So I'm going to give Pepe a 7. Joe Willock, I honestly didn't. At one point, I forgot was even in the game. It seemed to bypass him a lot, Joe Willock. Not really a standout performance from Joe. So I'm going to give Joe a 5, although he did score the decisive penalty in Nketiah as well. He put himself about, he worked hard enough, but didn't really get any joy out of Van Dijk for the first half. A sort of hour that Van Dijk was on, not really the best of performances from Nketiah, so I'm going to give him a 5 as well. In terms of the Arsenal subs, I can't actually remember who came on now. Who came on for Arsenal? Nenny came on and missed his penalty. He was the only sub that Arsenal made, actually. Came on and missed his penalty. Gave away the ball without his first touch as well, and nearly gave Liverpool an opportunity. So not the best of nights for El Neni after coming on to replace Ceballos. So I'll give El Neni. I'm not going to give him a 4 because he went on for too long. I'll give him a. I'm not going to score El Neni. It's harsh. I can't really give him a 5 because he made a couple of mistakes and missed a penalty. But I'm just going to give him a non-score for El Neni because he just wasn't on the pitch long enough to really rate him. So they're my ratings from today's game against Liverpool. Like I said, we'll be speaking to Arteta soon. We've got a press conference with him tomorrow as well once he gets back. They're flying home tonight, Arsenal, and we've got the usual pre-Sheffield United press conference tomorrow with him. So I'll have plenty to report from that as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good evening.